Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and it's time we're going to look at game number 9 in our 20 from the Intellivision series, and this is a football game. This is actually one of the launch titles for the Mattel Intellivision, released in 1979 by Mattel, Ken Smith, and Kevin Miller, and this is NFL football. Well, this is a game of 5-on-5 football, and the home team captain will be in red, and the visiting team captain will be in black. The offensive controlled player will be the ball carrier, and the defensive controlled player will be the free safety. And here's the keypad. Now, it's kind of difficult to get used to, but 7, 8, and 9 buttons will run, kick, or pass. That will be the play you select. And after you choose that, you do this while you're in the huddle. And after you do that, then you want to pick an alignment for that play, 1 through 9. And then you pick a receiver or a running back, depending on whether you picked a pass or run play. And that will be number 1 or number 2. And then you select a certain zone where your pass will be thrown if you're passing, and that will be any number from 1 to 9. And then once you're done, you select enter, and then your players go to the line. And then to start the play, you press the hike button. The hike buttons are the top left and top right buttons. And to pass or kick or timeout, call a timeout, you press the bottom left or bottom right buttons. And to control your player, you use the disc controller. Now, as you select, like I said, your which play you're going to do, and then your alignment, and then if you want a receiver, 1 or 2, as you do that, you might hear a buzz sound. Don't worry about that. That just happens. It's kind of annoying, but that's okay. And now I've hiked the ball, and I'm going to run it. And note that the only player that I am directly controlling is the guy in black. All the other players are computer controlled, and they are running after me to try to catch me. I'm going to get a huge gain. This game just blew people out of the water for a football game. Every sports game for the Intellivision pretty much blew anything from Atari out of the water. For the Atari 2600. They will catch up to eventually. You can't really shake them, it seems. But I got a huge gain down to the 17. And note that it says home in red and visitor in black. I am controlling the visitor team because I'm player 1. And so my guy is in black. And the captain of the home team is in red. Now, this game is intended for 2-player simultaneous play. So I had to control both team captains, which sucked. But one player, yeah, that buzz just happens. Don't worry about that. One player will control the black player, the player in black, and the other player will control the player in red. So I had to try to use the player in red, which is basically a free safety, and make him move towards me to try to tackle me. I didn't quite get used to that yet. Got a 5-yard gain. Yeah, this was so much better than any football game up to that point. This was awesome. I remember my neighbor down the street had this. I played it a little, but I couldn't get used to the controls. It's kind of tough, but it's definitely worth checking out. And I'm going to run again, and I'm not going to get much because they sniffed that out. And yeah, you get multiple different plays to run for the run play or the pass play or the kick, and you can kick field goals. And we'll get to that a little bit later. But I'm going to try to get first down on 3rd and 5. And I'm just going to get it. When your player gets tackled and falls forward, where he fell forward to is where they mark it, which is nice. And now I'm just about to get a touchdown here, it seems. Touchdowns are automatically 7 points. There's no extra point try. And after the touchdown, the ball is immediately given to the other team on the 20-yard line. There's no kickoff or anything. When you're on defense, or the other player, and yep, there's a touchdown. Yeah, on defense, on defense, you can intercept passes. Now, you do not need to pick a play on defense. Just let the offensive team do the play picking. There's no delay of game. The clock will just stop after a while of inactivity. Now, to do a pass play, you press 9 to pass, to pick the pass formation, and then you pick alignment 1 through 9. Then you pick your receiver 1 or 2, and then you select the zone where the pass will generally go 1 through 9. Then press enter to break the huddle, and to start the play, press the hike button. You throw when you're ready to the pre-selected zone and receiver. To select a speed from the title screen for your game, you can press 1, 2, or 3 for the slower speeds, or press the disc for the fastest speed. And we're going to run, I think, a pass play here. So, again, you want to press 9 for the pass, and then pick an alignment with buttons 1 through 9. Pick a receiver 1 or 2, and then select the zone where the pass will go 1 through 9, and then press enter. And there's a successful pass. And I stopped and went, oh wait, that's right, I gotta control the character in black and have him run after the receiver too, as well as the computer controlled players. And there we got him. But yeah, all those buttons on the keypad to press to select basically your play and where the ball's going to be thrown, you do that in the huddle, and then you press enter and your players go up to the line. And then to start the play, you press hike, and then you throw when ready to the pre-selected zone and receiver. And now we're going to start running some run plays. We will look at the kick option, and you can kick whenever you want to. It doesn't have to be 4th down. But the play buttons are, and you can go out of bounds to stop the clock. The play buttons are 7, 8, and 9 are run, kick, and pass in that order. The hike buttons are the top left and right buttons, and pass, kick, or timeout is the bottom left and right buttons, action buttons. But yeah, this was super impressive for its time. There was a little bit of a loss on that play. But the kickers have extraordinarily strong legs in this game. They can make long field goals, and you do not have to move a cursor to indicate direction. You'll kick it straight through the uprights as long as you have enough leg. And if you don't have enough leg, then that'll be like a punt, and the other team can return it. And there's a first down. Now here I think is where I decided to kick. And yeah, to kick you press 8. And now we're in kick formation. And you snap the ball with hike, and then you press pass or kick or timeout button. You can take a timeout. There will be no sound effect. It doesn't even look like he kicked it. It looks more like he threw it. But there it goes, and it is going to be long enough. Ta-da! Typical Intellivision sports game fanfare. Now here is a punt, which is basically a field goal attempt from way too far away. And it can be returnable, and it will go right into the arms of the returner. And good luck on trying to get a touchdown. I will be caught. Yeah, they'll definitely eventually catch you. Well, let's look at an incomplete pass and then an interception. And an incomplete pass can often happen when the ball is thrown and the receiver doesn't move towards it, or when he has no chance at moving towards it. And if I move my free safety into position, they can pick off a pass. And there we go. And he can run back with the ball that he intercepted. Here's the end of a quarter. Just a little bit of fanfare, and the players switch sides of the field. Nothing terribly special. If you press the disc at the title screen, you will have the fastest speed in the game, which is Pro Ball speed. We'll take a look at a little action on Pro Ball speed. Yeah, a lot faster. But let's also look at a safety in action. Here's the ball carrier going backwards into the end zone, and it's a safety. 2 points. And the other team gets the ball. And here is a nice touchdown pass, in which I barely escaped the clutches of the defenders. The 5. Oh, just made it. So just to reiterate, while in the huddle, to determine your type of play, press 7 for a run, 8 for a kick, or 9 for a pass. If it's a run, simply choose a play numbered 1 to 9 on the keypad and press enter to break the huddle. And you do all this while you're in the huddle. If it's a kick, just press 8 and enter to go to the huddle. For a pass, pick a play 1 through 9, then select the receiver 1 or 2 to throw to. Then you select a zone area 1 to 9 that determines where the ball will be thrown, generally. And then you'll need to bring the receiver back to that position. Press enter to break the huddle here. Now we're going to see the plays. If it's a run play, you hike the ball and run it. You'll be the player in black in this example. And here's the run play in action. You press hike, and then you run with the ball. This is the slowest setting, and you get that by pressing what is it? Number 3 at the title screen. You will get the slowest possible setting. Dun, 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 dun. And now we're going to have a quick look at all the different formations and you get this by pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 after choosing the run play. And in a moment we will look at the kick plays. Now after pressing 8 in the huddle, you'll do the kick formation, and in kick formation you press hike and then pass, kick, or timeout button to boot the ball. You can nail pretty long field goals, but if you are short, a returner will scoop it up and run it back. And we'll look at both field goal and basically a punt. It doesn't look like a very dynamic kick motion. But there's a successful field goal. It might be on the faster settings where it's harder to make one. And now here's the returned kick. Basically a punt. And just got it off. And there'll be a guy returning this. And I had to control him, and I was getting confused with the controls for a second. Oh wait, I've got to run it back. Now after you were in the huddle, when you pressed 9 for a pass play, then alignment 1 through 9, then receiver 1 or 2, then passing zone 1 through 9. Once you get to the line of scrimmage, you press hike, then pass, kick, timeout button to throw. As quarterback, you can move a little bit before you throw. And here's a pass play. And then we'll look at all the different pass play formations you can have. And there I decided to make the free safety join the party. It's tough to control 2 players at once. And here are all the different pass formations. But this is a lot to remember, so hopefully this is a good guide to help you select your plays. I hope you had a good weekend. Well, this is the end of the first half here. You can run down the clock by not choosing a play. Eventually the screen will go black and you'll need to hit 1 and 9 together to unfreeze or unpause the game. And here's me letting the clock run out with a tied score at the end. There is no overtime. The game will just end in a tie. And now I will play with a game-winning field goal. Let the clock run down a bit and then make the last play the game-winning kick. And here we go. It's good. And the home team wins 3-0. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, it kind of sucks to have to wait through 15-minute quarters. But it's definitely cool for its time for 1979. But you gotta have 2 players playing. But that was NFL football without, NFL players or teams or stadiums or whatever. Created in 1979 for the Intellivision by Mattel, Ken Smith, and Kevin Miller. This is Crazy Climber Racing. Thanks for watching game number 9 in our Intellivision series. Hope to see you soon with game number 8. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.